So obviously take everything with a grain of salt until we actually go ahead and get evidence of this. But Mike Dardis went ahead and posted that his sources are saying, few of his sources are saying, the Bengals offered Trey Hendrickson 30 to 32 million per year. Now, if this is true, right, and he has not signed yet, I'm putting that on Trey. If this is true. If this is true. Because first off, oh man, that is a lot. That is a lot of money. That is a lot of money per year for Trey Hendrickson. 32, that's oof. Okay, so here's what the edge rushers salaries are in the NFL. Obviously, Mad Max Crosby just got paid 35.5. Nick Bosa's 34. Josh Hines is 28.250. Brian Burns 28.2. DJ Watt is 28, and then it drops off of Miles Murphy at 25, and then 24, 24, 24, and it keeps dropping off. I wonder how that contract is structured, because again, just because it says like 30, 32 doesn't mean it's like a straight up 30, 32 every year. Salary cap hit 30, 32. They could structure it as backloaded as much as possible, put into a signing bonus and prorated over 5 years. Again, if any of this is true, because at the end of the day, these are just insiders who are suggesting this. And not saying that insiders lie all the time. And that's not what I'm saying. Insiders sometimes get told incorrect information, right? So that sometimes does happen. And also, you know, the Bengals right now are in hot water with the rest of the league. I'm going to tell you, not the rest of the league, with NFL fans right now, Bengals fans, because they're trying to trade away Trey Hendrickson. So there's a lot of people upset. So the one thing that, you know, the Bengals would love to do right now is leak out some information to keep fans happy. And I'll be honest, if I hear that this is true and Trey turned down 30 to 32 million per year, I'm going to be a little bit heated, because the motto I understood and what it seemed like was he wanted to be a Bengal no matter what. He wasn't going to take nothing, but he just wanted job security and he wanted extra years added to his contract. And like I said, until I see actual evidence that anything that is not true, and he does want to get paid insane amount, and I'm not saying he shouldn't get, he deserves this money, by the way. He definitely deserves it. But it's not realistic to how we're building this team. It's not. You can't pay him 30 plus million a year. You can. He deserves it. He absolutely 1000% does. But you got to look at the fact of you can't pay him 30 million a year and then pay all these other guys, you know, crazy amounts too. You just can't under the salary cap. So this would be my biggest issue is, and I said this many times, it's money. Does the money make sense for the age of the player, durability of player, and stats he's putting up, right? And that's what sucks, because like for Trey, absolutely, it makes sense to pay him this much because he is that good. But does it make sense in our situation? No. I don't think it makes sense in our situation given what we are working with right now. About to pay Jamar Chase, about to pay T. Higgins, about to, you know, obviously work out contracts with Mike Gesicki and hopefully bring in free agents. Like, it doesn't make sense for that said reason. This is a situation where it's like Trey or T. And that's kind of how I look at it right now. If you're gonna pay someone this type of money, because you're gonna also pay T probably 26, 27 a year as well. that's difficult to pay Trey 30 and then T that much money. And then Chase also close to 40 million, if not 40 million. Obviously, the salary cap would not hit us until, starting next year because he would still make 18.666 this year. Man, 30 million. That's 30 million per year. That's crazy. That's crazy money. It's like I can't realistically say you can get there. How can you can't get the 30 million per year for an edge rusher. If you're trying to build the rest of your team the way we're building, like, is there any plan for how we're building our team, or are we just kind of just throwing crap at the wall and hoping it sticks? Because I'm thinking there's not really a plan. But again, like I said, if you structure this correctly, right, this contract, number one, you get Joe Burrow to restructure his deal like he said he would. There's a situation that you could get this to work out. Now, again, if Trey did turn down 30 to 32, I would be upset with Trey. I understand he deserves to get paid the most money, but that's not what I understood based on what he has said so far. He said so far that he just wants job security and he just wants to be a Bengal no matter what, and he wants to do whatever it takes to help out the Bengals win, and whatever he can do to give us a championship. And paying him 30 to 32 million a year is not going to give us a championship. That's going to bankrupt the team. So again, take everything with a grain of salt until anything is proven or actually shown to be true. Again, right now we are just going off of insiders. As Dardis says here, he says that I believe the people talking with and talking with a few insiders who I trust. So he's saying I trust those guys, but again, keep in mind this does happen from time to time when it comes to like players getting signed or stuff like that. A lot of times the team will leak information out. So fans see it, fans get like upset, or fans get like crazy about it. They talk about it, right? And once they do that, then the player feels more opted to actually get back and negotiate and potentially sign the contract, right? So take everything with a grain of salt, please, please, please. Because I too many times people see information, they run with it. We can't keep doing this. Take everything with a grain of salt until anything is proven, right? That's what I'll say. But 30-32 is a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot for Trey, even though he deserves it. I gotta look at this realistically speaking for building this team. And you're spending oh man, I wonder how they would structure that contract. That's all I gotta say.